What is up, guys? It is Nick back here with another video. Today we're going to talk about how to actually make money online in 2025. So grab your notebooks. We're going to drop a lot of sauce in this video, so make sure you are ready with your notes. Let's get right into it. Now, first thing you need to know is to make money online, there's two main ways. It's either organic content or paid advertisements. Those are the two main ways, and they're completely different, and you need to understand both of them. Ideally, you'd like to master both of them. If you have a very low budget, obviously the organic content is going to be the way to start and go with. If you do have some capital, you can dabble with some ads. However, organic content is free at the end of the day, so you want to might as well master that. You don't want to start off very bad at advertisements and just be throwing money out the window. If you have a lot of money, go for it. But obviously, organic content is going to be probably going to want to be your first pick for creating content and growing your business online. So to grow a business, it doesn't really matter as much of the product. Obviously, there's an extent. If it's a product no one knows about or whatever, it's not going to work. You need to pick something that is actually well known. And then maybe it's even a bonus if it's something that is trending. And it's another bonus if it's something you like or enjoy. Once you pick a product or a service or something that you want to try to sell, the first thing you need to do is just go on to social media. The two biggest ones are going to be Instagram and TikTok, 100%. YouTube isn't the best place to start out. It is really hard to grow traction, as you can see in this channel. I have been posting on here for about a year. Actually, I've been posting on here for a year now, and I think I've gained 200 subscribers in a year. Granted, my videos aren't top quality, and I don't post every single day or whatever. I think I've posted almost 100 videos, so once every 3 days, and 200 subscribers. Granted, again, this is very raw. So very raw, very minimal work for my videos, but that just goes to show that YouTube is a tougher platform to grow a community on. So once you pick your business, your service, whatever it is you want to sell, you need to post organically. I highly recommend start off by doing that and getting good at it. Organic posting is a really, really tough skill. It's not as simple as just recording and throwing something out there, kind of like what I do with my YouTube. I know I'm a little hypocritical when I say that, but YouTube's just something I like to speak on and just throw it out there. It's not my main, I kind of have it on the back burner. Anyways, for content on Instagram, you need to be able to spot trends. So when you go on and scroll, you really can't, it is very, very hard, but you can't just go on to scroll. You need to scroll to study, and you need to just look at what sounds are popular. You need to look at what dances, what topics, what products, literally anything, what designs, you need to just go on and study these posts, because this is your library. This is where you're going to figure out what works, what doesn't work. So that is step number one, is you need to study. You need to follow pages that do the same thing, are in other industries. It is insanely hard to sit alone and 100% come up with your own idea that is going to go viral. It is very hard to do that. You are way better off taking something else that has gone viral because you know that works because it's gone viral, and creating the same thing but with your own twist to it. And I remember back in 2020, there were so many people hating on this, but this is literally how you have to do it. So even though, yes, you are copying to an extent, you just need to make it your own. That is the only way to really make it work. Obviously, you want to throw in your own ideas in here and there to maybe have something pop off, but the chances of that are very, very slim. So step number one, or a couple steps. So post on Instagram and TikTok, get your idea, your business idea, start a Shopify store, $30 a month. study content, start posting organic content. And generally within the first 10 videos, you're going to get a piece of organic content to get a little bit more exposure than your other videos. And one more thing about when you're creating these videos, you want to make sure you have good lighting. You want to have a tripod or a very steady hand. You don't want these videos to look like a Snapchat story or like a Snapchat story from 2016. You want something that is good quality. Instagram and TikTok will not always let these low quality videos get away. Granted, if it ends up being a really funny video or whatever, you could get away with it. But generally, a lot of these videos are going to be really well scripted, planned out, look nice, very clean. If you have someone talking, you're not going to have very loud, like super loud music where you can barely hear them. It's going to be something easy to process for us. So that is something else to just keep in mind. Now, once you start creating content, you're going to get that one post that has a little more traction than others. Take that idea from that video and continue making content like that. That is kind of your first step into niching down. You've posted all these different videos, and one of them got a little bit more views than the other ones. It could be because of the sound, the way it looks. It could be the hook. It could be the call to action. It could be the style of the video. It could be the length of the video. It could be a number of things. So once you get that video, study that and recreate similar videos like that to try to figure out what the changing factor was. If you create a video just like it and use a different sound and it performs very badly, you know it was the sound. So go back, make a different video, but the same sound, and see if that correlates. You just have to mess around with it and study it. But once you get the ball kind of rolling on organic content, it is just a matter of testing out different things, seeing which ones work better. And then when you get something that works, bring that idea into your next videos. You will start to get videos that consistently get higher and higher views and more views. And that's how you kind of build that snowball of organic content. Now, once you do this, you want to get a good traction of people onto your page, and hopefully you are here and there sprinkling in call to actions to go to your website. Now, you should have some sales, some customers at this point. And all you want to do is reinvest that 100% back into your business, whether that's for more product or start running some advertisements. The one super easy way, if you do not know how to run ads whatsoever, start just by boosting posts on Instagram. And here's a little pro tip on that. Do not go through the Instagram app, because you're going to have to pay fees or something. They have fees to boost posts. So go onto Safari or onto your computer and boost the post through the internet on the Instagram.com. That will avoid all the fees for you. That should honestly get you a decent amount, like whether you're putting $5, $10, $20 a day on a post, and make sure it's a post that's already doing well. You don't want to promote a post that didn't perform well. Even though you think it is, if it doesn't get a lot of likes, it's not good, okay? You need to get over what you think is good, and you need to 100% commit to what the algorithm thinks is good, okay? So take a post that performed very well, that has a call to action, and promote that. Now, that is going to be something you can just run on the back burner, is continue just boosting Instagram posts, or you can do TikTok ones. I haven't used that too much, but continue posting organic content and boosting these posts. This will jump your sales up a little bit more, and from doing this, you should be able to get a decent amount of following, customers, sales, and you'll get a decent ball rolling. I think you should be able to get anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month from doing this. If you're just straight organic, it'll take a lot longer. You could probably in the beginning be at $1,000 to $2,000 a month, kind of just coasting like that, unless you get a post that really blows up. But then you want to really advertise and make sure your business is prepared for that too. A lot of people have videos that blow up and then they sell out of their product and their video is still getting views and people are wanting to buy their product, but they don't have it. So make sure you are prepared. You have access to buy product very quickly, whatever you're selling. Another little pro tip that I have for actually running an online business is if you have a product or something that a lot of people like, do not say it is sold out and never drop it again. If you say it's sold out and you drop it next week, that's fine. But if you say it's sold out and never drop it again, you are missing out on so much opportunity. If you have a product that people like, continue just to sell that until no one else wants to buy it. You need to, if you have a product, like I don't know why a lot of people do that. A lot of people have a product that a lot of people like, and then they stop selling it. Milk it until no one else wants to buy it. If you have a winning product, continue to sell it until everyone in the world has it if you have to. I don't see why, you don't see Apple stop selling their iPhones because people want them. No, they just continue selling them. And that's how you get more sales. That's how you get more customers. And that's how you build your momentum and customer base. So that is a big thing to please keep in mind. If you sell out, be like, oh no, that's it. Don't keep things exclusive. Just sell it. Okay, next thing, once you get a decent amount of organic sales rolling, make sure you are setting up SMS marketing, email marketing, and communities on your pages so you can actually have a solid customer base. A lot of people do these brands and they won't focus on their customers to try to get them to return. The biggest success for people in business is to have customers return. It's returning and buying from you multiple times. It is a lot easier to get 10 customers and have them buy from you once a month than to find 10 new customers every single month. If you have someone that likes your product one time and you provide them a good service, good customer service, they like your clothes, they like your brand, they will buy from you again next month if you drop another product or release another product or another service, whatever it is. It is so hard to get new customers. And if you have customers, you want to try to maintain them and continue to get them to buy from you as much as you can. That is a really big thing a lot of people miss out on is they don't treat their customers well. And that they say, oh, that's all right, I'll just find new customers. Yeah, go ahead. But you're going to have to work 3 times harder to try to get these new customers when you already have people that trusted you from the beginning. So might as well just treat them well so they continue to come back and shop from you. Another thing I think that is kind of important that is not talked about too much is when you're starting out in your business, you are doing a lot of the work on your own. You're doing all the posting, you're doing all the you're buying all your products, you're creating your products, you're running the ads, you're doing the finances, you're doing every single thing for your business. So a big tip that I have is use AI, use ChatGPT to help you make these jobs easier. Have ChatGPT write up email responses, have ChatGPT create captions for your posts, ask it for content ideas, ask it finance questions. You can do so many things with AI that when you're on your own, we're in a spot where back five years ago, people starting businesses had to do so much work to get their business started, and they were spending so much time doing all these little tedious tasks all the time, like responding to emails from customers and trying to come up with a caption idea or content ideas. That's all I can think of at the top of my head, but there's so many more ideas you can do to have ChatGPT help you with in a matter of seconds when people would waste so much time trying to figure out these things 5 years ago. So please, especially when you're starting out and you can't afford or don't want to pay for an employee. ChatGPT is going to be your best friend in helping you get those ideas. Honestly, guys, starting a business is the hardest part is just getting started. And the hardest part, I think, is finding that perfect product. And my advice to that is that there is no perfect product. You're gonna probably fail a few times before you find something that succeeds. Worst case, at the end of the day, if the product fails, you know what path not to go down, and you learn lessons to help you going down your next path in your next product. If your first one fails, you already know how to start a Shopify store, how to set up the Instagram page. You might have posted some content that did well. You already have some ideas. You already have some discipline in creating content. So when you fail a business, don't look at it as a loss in just money wise. You are gaining knowledge, you're gaining experience when you fail a business. So do not get upset over failures, because that is the hardest thing for people. Like for me, on my business, I resell stuff and sometimes I lose money on products, but I just see it as a learning experience. Like, okay, next time I know I can't pay that much, or I just don't buy that product. And every single day, every single week, I learn new things, and I'm growing every single day. So find something that you like, find something that is popular enough to make money in, and you can literally make money from anything. Making money online is as easy as it gets right now, and a lot of people are not taking advantage of it. And even though I'm doing quite a bit right now, I feel like I'm not even taking advantage of as much as I can. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions about starting a business, products, or whatever it is, feel free to comment down below. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I just basically dropped a whole bunch of sauce on how to kind of get the ball rolling. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next video. Peace.